DJ Akademiks here. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to get right to it. Reality Check podcast coming right at you right about now. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into all the negativity that's been going on recently. And first of all, oh my God, first and foremost, Chris Brown. Chris Brown arrested and charged for assault. If you haven't heard, the Howard Homecoming went down this weekend and everybody was out there, including Chris Brown. So Chris Brown was in the DC area and he was doing a couple of performances and appearances at clubs. When he was seen in public, he was approached by a female fan and he was taking pictures when he got photobombed by a male. Now, it's reported that Chris Brown looked at the guy and said, I quote, "I'm not into that gay shit. I'm into boxing." Something straight out of the playbook of Gucci Mane. And then went on to give the guy the serious case of the beats. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, gave that guy that work. Him and his bodyguard lumped the dude up, broke his nose, sent him to the hospital, pounded him out, showed him he wasn't about that life. But of course, to every action, there's a reaction. And then there's consequences. So Chris Brown and his bodyguard got arrested. And initially, it was going to be thought that they would be booked on felony assault, but then it was reduced to a misdemeanor. But however, that then could threaten Chris Brown to go back to jail for 4 years, being that it could be a probation violation in the 2009 incident that he had with Rihanna. Now, everyone knows this situation is very near and dear to my heart because Chris Brown is one of the leaders of the light-skinned new school. The three leaders of the Light Skin Coalition, Drake, J. Cole, and Chris Brown, and I've been championing them for the year, especially this being the year of the light skinned nigga. But listen, Chris Brown clearly doesn't know if he wants to be Michael Jackson or Gucci Mane. He doesn't realize he can't be the R&B goon while singing love ballads and being light skinned. I've come to the conclusion after the Frank Ocean incident where Chris Brown allegedly gave Frank Ocean that work, and now this incident where he's now arrested, that Chris Brown got way too many dark-skinned tendencies to be lacking that much melanin. And I can't rock with Chris Brown being a representative of the light-skin struggle. So listen, Chris Brown, you will be on the trading block. We're taking and accepting all offers. To be honest, I would love to see you traded to the Dark Skin Association for a nigga like Kanye West. At least Kanye West is out here throwing tantrums and not punches. Make that trade happen. Now, in more negativity that's been seen on the internet, this just popped up in my inbox like a couple minutes ago. Adrien Broner. If you don't know who Adrien Broner is, he's a boxer. He's a undefeated boxer who's pretty much like a mini Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's pretty flashy, loudmouth, very showboating, and he's been accused of having a very over-the-top outside the ring lifestyle. Well, not to be outdone by the rest of the ratchetivity and negativity going on around him, Adrien Broner posts a sex tape of him having a threesome with two random chicks. And of course, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Adrien Broner, you see his face, you see the two chicks' faces, and of course he's hitting it raw. This nigga's on that real dirty shit right now. He puts out a sex tape, and I'm going to think this is done intentionally. And actually, I won't call it a sex tape because I personally believe only females have sex tape. This nigga just taped himself smashing two bitches. And it's clear that he's absolutely putting in no work. This is embarrassing. So I don't know exactly why this tape is put out. He's not even doing at least Ray J job of entertaining us all. He's just doing nothing at all. So he puts out the tape, putting in no work, absolutely no condom in sight. We got one of the chicks eating out the other chick. Looks like complete bullshit. It looks like STD being cultivated in some area of that vagina. It looks like it's kind of loose. He looks like he's hitting it. He hit a dry spot. He can't really move too much. And it looks like he really only videotaped it to be in the moment rather than him actually putting in work. However, it's clear that in this new age that we live in, you can't expose niggas because niggas will expose himself. With the likes of Instagram, and he did post a picture of him getting fellatio from both women at the same time on Instagram. So that's why I believe he posted this video. But in this new age of Instagram and Twitter, you can't expose niggas. Niggas will expose themselves. Niggas will post pictures of them in compromising positions and also post pictures of them committing crimes, doing sexual acts, rather than wait for those stuff to leak out or information about how things happen to leak out. Niggas will just expose themselves. So, Adrien Broner on that classic nigga shit, and I gotta salute him. However, I hope he keeps being undefeated, because once he catches that loss in boxing, nobody cares about him making all these vlogs, him trying to be a battle rapper, him trying to be the new Mr. Marcus. Nobody cares about that if he starts losing in boxing. So I'm not sure when his next fight is. I'm hoping it's kind of soon, because this is a nice publicity stunt. But if it's not, I don't know what the hell he's doing. But I hope he wins his next fight, that we could keep seeing the fuckery over and over again. Now, in other news, Future Vandross, you might know him as Future Hendrix, I call him Future Vandross. He has thrown his career into the bushes. He is now engaged to Ciara. So over the weekend, Ciara turned 28. She celebrated her 20th birthday in New York City. Future is also on the Drake tour, and the Drake tour hit New York City. So what a convenient time and place to then pop the question and get engaged. So Future hit Ciara with the question, gave her a 15-carat diamond ring. The same one that Kim Kardashian have, the same quality at least, and they're now engaged. Now, this doesn't spell too well for my man Future Vandross. Of course, I love seeing them try to make it work, get married, all that good stuff, but history has shown us, the evidence suggests that this will not end well. Ciara has been nothing but a virus to popular and successful musicians' careers. We saw what she did to 50. We saw what she did to Bow Wow. Only imagine what she could do to Future Vandross. Future did get her hot for a little bit by writing the song Body Party and getting her popping a little bit, getting her album out. But we'll see how long this relationship lasts. Actually, I hope it does last, because Future, that's my dude, and I actually do like Ciara, because I still believe somewhere, somehow, Ciara was singing to me in that Promise song. That's my joint. But we'll see how that happens. But of course, right now, Kanye got engaged to Kim, and now Future Vandross is engaged to Ciara. And woo! I watched Love and Hip Hop last night. Love and Hip Hop New York Season 4. The premiere was last night, and I'm not gonna lie, the bullshit, the ignorance, the fuckery was on hand. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the New York edition cannot hold a candle to what's going on with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But until Stevie J returns to our Monday nights, we got a new Stevie J in the building, and we got Peter Guns, who's playing the role of Stevie J. So if you guys didn't see Love and Hip Hop New York last night that premiered, I'm going to give you the full breakdown of what happened. It looks like there's been some cast changes, which could be for the better or for the worse, but it looks like there's way more interest in people. So for the people who looks like they've been thrown in the bushes and thrown off the show, Olivia, peace out. Looks like she has gone into reality show retirement, and she was tossed in the bushes by Mona Scott, it seems, because she was nowhere to be found in the first episode. And also Kaylin Garcia. Kaylin Garcia was Joe Budden's girlfriend in season 3, but she is nowhere to be seen on season 4. I looked on her Twitter. She's like retweeting people saying she should come back. So I'm guessing she might want to be back on the show. However, Kaylin allegedly, or not allegedly, because I'd seen a damn video, Kaylin's over here hosting a twerk tour. And I'm not going to lie, it looks good. However, she's now on Love and Hip Hop New York season 4, it seems. The new additions to the cast, Peter Guns, as I said, is now starring rather than just a guest cast. He's in a starring role. He looks like he's taking over the Stevie J role, and he's brought in 2 other characters with him as well. So he's a new Stevie J, and he's brought in Amina Butterfly, who's now his side chick / wife. It's a little confusing, but Amina Butterfly, she's also an artist, and also his baby mama, Tara. So Peter Guns looks like he's bringing the new excitement into the show. Amina, she's a very pretty chick. She's talented as well. I definitely want to hear more of her. And of course, it's clear that Peter Guns, Stevie J suffer from what every man suffers from, and that's the side chick. The side chick always controls your life. Your main chick thinks she controls your life, but no, the side chick or the chick who's really in the cut, she's really controlling most of your actions and your movements. Of course, Peter Gunz is married to Tara, or not married to Tara. He's supposedly in some relationship with her, and they have kids together, so they also live together as well. But it is revealed during the first episode that he's married to the side chick, and the side chick even has his name tatted on her side or whatever. She's also his artist, and he's like banging her in the studio while like his baby mama is waiting for him to come pick up the kids. It's a whole bunch of fuckery going on, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see where this goes. This is my type of shit. Yandy's also back on Love and Hip Hop New York, and I'm not gonna lie, the snooze fest continues. I don't want to see Yandy and her Core TV drama play out on VH1. Listen, when I turn to VH1, I don't want to see Core TV. Let's hear about depositions, bail hearings. Let's talk through a payphone, and we'll hear a conversation with someone in jail. No, I don't want to hear all that nonsense. I want to see ratchetness, ignorance, and infidelity. I want to see somebody get shot, stabbed, slapped, jumped. I want to see all type of bullshit go down. So, Yandy, miss me with that. I still think you need your own show. I don't know why Mona hasn't given you your own show yet. But Yandy, in the first episode, was teamed up with my homie, Rich Dollaz. And they both now have a quote-unquote record label. So, Yandy and Rich Dollaz teaming up. Rich Dollaz, of course, if you guys remember from last season, he was an integral part of the whole season. He's back again, and he's back probably going to be on that bullshit, so time will tell, but he's back teaming up with Yandy for a record label. Not only that, we have Erica Mena that's coming back in, and of course, oh my god, she's looking so fine. As I said, I keep telling everyone, I keep saying this on Twitter, the weakness of every nigga is a Spanish woman. Black chicks, don't be fooled. Niggas will lie to you to make you feel good. But a nigga is weak in the knees for Spanish chicks. That's just how it is. Can't change it. That's how it'll continue to be. But Erica Mena, she's looking fine as ever. She might not have a lick of talent singing. Maybe her talent is in stripping or making a sex tape or something. But clearly, she's fine and she's just a dime piece for us to see. She also announced that she's no longer into men. She switched sides. Surprise, surprise. And now she's dealing with women. Yeah. I'm not going to comment on how valid I think that is, but salute to her always having somewhat of a storyline, remaining relevant, and not tossed off the show like Olivia and Kaylin. So, big shout out to her for that. Also, it is seen a sneak peek of Saigon, who wasn't really featured on the first episode, but he'll be on the next episode. And of course, the man who will sweat and sweat and sweat. We got my man Joe Budden still on the scene. And of course, he's back with Tahiri. Everyone loves Tahiri, right? So Tahiri's back on, and they're back in a relationship trying to work it out. And Joe Budden's still on that yin-yang whisper flow type of voice. He's still in that calm zen type of mood. And he's handling it like a pro. So big shout out to Joe Budden. We all know that Joe Budden knows how to navigate through reality TV, that it doesn't portray him as anything than what he actually is. So shout out to him. So, and my favorite scene, or actually one of the most like idiotic scenes to me, was Peter Gunz getting caught out there by his baby mama with his side chick or side chick / wife, if you guys understand that. And of course, how does he get caught out there? He gets caught out there by Instagram. As I said before with Adrien Broner, niggas will continue to expose themselves with Instagram. Niggas will expose themselves and expose what they're doing and who they're doing it with. So it seems like either Peter Gunz or maybe Amina put up a picture of them all cozied up, laying on each other. Amina laying on his chest. And clearly that sends off alarm bells to the girl who you live with that, wait, why is he with another chick in those type of positions? Every real nigga knows if you got a side chick, you're not supposed to be putting her on Instagram. You're not supposed to be on the gram flexing with your side chick. Your side chick should know that you could only be on the gram flexing with your main chick, and she'll get everything but that public exposure. But as I said, the game is to be Sold, not told. And yep, of course, I finished up my new favorite show, or the favorite show I've been watching. I finished up watching Breaking Bad, all 5 seasons. I watched all 5 seasons in about a week and a half. Yes, I binge on shows once I start watching them. I have a very addictive personality, so whenever I start anything, I get addicted to it until I finish it completely. And that's the same way how it was with Breaking Bad. So I watched Breaking Bad, and I've seen a lot of talk about what's better, Breaking Bad, The Wire. Now I'm going to break it down. For me, The Wire is a more impressive show. Overall, The Wire takes a very broad look into the social aspects of crime, and it's white-collar crime, blue-collar crime, and it takes a look at all aspects of a society from every possible way you could really look at it, and it's portrayed in all 5 seasons. And even season 2, which a lot of people don't like, it shows a different type of crime and different type of society and how people deal just to make sure their family's fed. And also even season 5, which people said was underwhelming, it also shows another side, which is the media. With Breaking Bad, it's a lot more fast-paced. It's focused mainly on Walter White. It's not really focused on each individual person and their story, really. Breaking Bad is definitely more fast-paced. The Wire, at first, it seems like it's a drawn-out thing, but it's not really drawn out. It's something that really makes you think. It's a masterpiece, at least to me. Breaking Bad, while it does great justice to Walter White, I felt like even the season finale and the last season left a lot of holes that I would like to know about. Like, for example, I would want to know what happens to Jesse afterwards. I want to know what happens to his family. I want to know what happens to the DEA and like the other workers there, and also what happens to Hank's wife. So there's a lot of unanswered questions that's left there, even though it could have been just a open ending where it's left up to your own interpretation. But all in all, if I was going to rank which seasons were better on which show, I would say the best seasons out of all of the shows for me was season 3 of The Wire is my favorite season out of all the seasons. I would go season 3 of The Wire as the best season out of both Breaking Bad and The Wire. Then I'd go season 4 of The Wire. Then I would go season 3 of Breaking Bad, season 4 of Breaking Bad, then season 1 of The Wire, then season 5 of Breaking Bad, and then season 2 and season 1 of Breaking Bad were because that was really when they were getting started, and that's what I would equate to season 2 and season 5 of The Wire. And also, The Wire produced a lot more memorable characters than Breaking Bad did. If we think about The Wire, we think about the likes of Bunk, Stringer Bell, Avon, Marlowe, Cheese. We also think of Slim Charles, Prop Joe, Bunk, McNulty. If you think about Breaking Bad, the strongest and the most prevalent character is really Walter White. Everyone kind of falls around him. And you could possibly also say Jesse's a strong character. He's just manipulated through the whole show. And then Hank, but then after that, it's really people just coming in and out for the purposes of the people I just named. So I'm going to still think The Wire is the greatest TV show ever. If you guys have any comments with that, definitely hit the comment box. Let me know what it is. And lastly here, I'm going to share a personal story that happened to me this week. And as I've always said on social media, beware of niggas, because niggas will steal from you and then help you look for it the next day. And that's exactly what happened to me. So, of course, I'm chilling out at my home at Friday night. I pass out drunk, of course, because I've been sipping the whole damn night. I wake up late, and I'm like, why can't I find my phone? No one's there. Everyone left. And I'm thinking, all right, I must have misplaced it. So I search all around for about 2 hours around my spot, and I'm like, I know I had my phone because I remember having it before I passed out, but it's not here anymore. Then, some reason it just hits me. I'm like, all right, let me just try tracking it and playing a sound. If you guys know, like the iPhone Find Me feature, you could play a little sound that if it's like under a couch, you could play it and you could hear it. I track it and it says it's not even in my house. It's about 10 to 15 miles away. And I'm like, huh? And of course, which I find out later, of course, niggas stole my phone. So the niggas who got invited over to my spot took my personal belongings. And as I've always said, you got to beware of niggas. You have to have a nigga protection program, and you have to always watch yourself around niggas. So, of course, niggas make the dumbest criminals because they couldn't figure out how to turn the phone off or turn the tracking off or somehow prevent me from finding out exactly where the phone is. Of course, I find where my phone is. I find who has it because they're the only person that I know that lives there that was over. And I get my phone back. And of course, niggas always have a very sorry, sad, and pathetic alibi, saying it was taken by mistake, saying all types of stuff. Of course, I could see through lies clearly and know that the intention wasn't for me to find the phone. It was obviously to steal it. So I've clearly now installed a nigga protection program within my house. I have multiple safeguards against niggas. And since I deal mostly with niggas, this is definitely appropriate. There's no use moving to a white neighborhood if you still invite niggas to your house. Think about it. The people that are going to do some shit to you usually are close. And the people who are going to do some shit to you usually are niggas. If you're going to move to a neighborhood that has no niggas, do not invite them to your spot. Because I said, beware of niggas. They will steal your shit and turn around, help you look for it. So, all in all, that was my weekend. Another lesson learned. This is going to be a shorter podcast than usual. I appreciate all you guys supporting. I appreciate all you guys liking, commenting, sharing. I want you guys to keep it up. I have a couple of interviews coming up. I'm scheduling them right now. They should be done within the next couple of weeks. They will be up on Late Night Creep, the YouTube page, and also the website. So latenightcreep.com. That's the website. You could get on there and check out everything that I do and also everything else with other celebrities as well. All celebrities, news, gossip, sports, all that nonsense you could find on that website. So make sure you guys check it out. Hit me up on that Twitter at Akademiks. Follow me on that Instagram. I will not be snitching on myself at Akademiks too. And BBM just came out. BBM Pin. Who's using that? I'm not using that yet, but it looks like BBM Pin is the new thing. I don't know how long that's going to last, but that's a new wave for right now. So you could also find me on Facebook. Just search DJ Akademiks. And make sure you guys keep up with the negativity and hit the comment box on what you want me to talk about on next podcast. Turn up.